Yeah, I'm just talking about some news. I seen I had the news yesterday, but just now talking about it. Um, Very weird situation going on right now, especially when it comes to top ranking ESPN. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this real quick. But right now, it looks like top ranked uh president Todd LaBeouf is being sued right now, or in the process of being sued. I know if I know, he knows. But it says that he's being sued for withholding millions, uh, allegedly withholding millions, organized crime links involving Daniel Canahan, which is a guy that's been discussed over the years. A lot of people haven't talked about, but I know that case was gonna start happening very soon. But yeah, it's just weird right now. Top ranked president is being sued for alleging that he was withholding millions in unpaid fees, and also said that he was dealing with the alleged crime boss, Daniel Canahan, accusing him of breach of a contract, fraud, and other things about a guy named William Keene, who was looking to receive over 25 million in damages. Very weird situation because the situation with Canahan and Top Rank, they haven't been discussed much over the last couple of years. Hasn't really been discussed. And also, like what situation is, because I seen a little bit of it. He was talking about as far as not getting paid for bringing certain fighters to the platform. I guess middleman in this situation. Um, I've heard about things like that going on in every industry, so that's not a surprise. As far as that, but as far as them bringing up the links between him with a organized crime boss, uh, that's that's a different situation because the way they was talking about it, they was trying to make it seem like uh it was way worse than just a little deal or something here and there. From what I've seen, the Daniel Canahan guy, he's already in a situation where it looks like they're trying to pick him up in the next couple of days. But because he's had a warrant out and he's had different countries trying to arrest him, he's been on the run. He was a guy that Tyson Fury and a lot of other guys in the UK was doing business with over the years, allegedly. They said they wasn't. They don't really know the guy that much. A lot of guys said that. But he was affiliated with MTK Global. But right now, this situation is a little different because if it's millions of dollars being withheld, um, allegedly, and then you got links to organized crime groups, man, that's a recipe. Yeah, most people will look at that situation as far as you having investors and saying, why would you even do that? So yeah, to most people, it definitely doesn't make sense. I would definitely say that. The average person definitely wouldn't think that makes sense. But I think I don't know, man. They're gonna have to figure something out. Cause this is definitely not a good look. For him not to be having a reason of why he dealing with the guy. Yeah, they finna start looking into it a lot more now. Then this William King guy, he's bringing everything to the forefront. He's like, I'm not getting paid, so everybody's getting exposed. This is all over money for real. This is all over money. Man, that's a bad situation. This was filed on February 27th, which was yesterday. This was just filed yesterday, so this is not a good look. Definitely not a good look. Because if you start to look into this stuff, then this crime guy, if he was doing some criminal stuff, and I ain't even talking about the top ranked president, Todd DeBuff. I don't know who I don't know what he's done. I'm talking about as far as the Canahan guy. Cause you know I can have an investor step up right now. I don't know what his background is, but as far as you know, the other way around, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. It isn't. It really isn't. Yeah, I seen this earlier. I was like, okay, we'll see how many people talk about this. It won't be many. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a lot of fights people gonna look at. They're gonna be like, wow, it was some crazy stuff that happened around that fight. A lot of people tried to warn these guys. It'll be a lot more stuff coming out soon. It'll be a lot more stuff coming out. This ain't the only thing. Trust me, this ain't the only thing that's gonna come out over the next couple of months. Because that doctor guy, they starting to look into him as far as what his involvement's been over the past. But this president guy right here, the buff, it's not a good look for him right now. Yeah, it's not a good look for the buff guy. He's gonna have to be able to really explain what this guy King is talking about. Cause King's coming out with a lot of paperwork and evidence he bringing to the table right now. He's bringing up other guys that have links to certain people. And Bob Arum already had kind of got the Daniel Canahan thing out of the way, but for it to come up again, and I think Bob Arum has said something to the FBI or something about Canahan. So for that to be popping up again, that's the last thing he want to be talking about right now. I'm being honest. That's the last thing Bob Arum want to talk about right now. Yeah, he's definitely not interested in this in this situation. I'm not surprised though. Definitely not surprised. Cause you know ESPN they've been in the news a lot lately, especially when it comes to boxing. You know they ain't trying to do boxing no more. It's a wrap on boxing at this point. There's no reason to really focus on boxing right now, so they getting out of the game, man. Yeah, they getting out of the game, man. It's over. There's really no reason for those guys to be in boxing. And there's a lot of stuff going around that situation right now too. That's not something you want to play with. Just from what I seen, man, that's not a situation. They putting out lawsuits on the man. He's like, bro, I'm trying to get paid. I haven't received what I was supposed to get. So at this point, I'm just talking. Yeah, once a guy really come forward and hands out the paperwork, it's basically a wrap after that. And the stuff he said is serious. Yeah, they talking about Tyson Fury coming out of retirement. But what? Tyson Fury coming out of retirement? I don't know about that, man. I honestly don't know about that one. Not the way all this stuff going on. This Canahan guy, somebody got an answer about him now. That's why. That's why ESPN is like, nope, I'm getting up out of boxing. This is it for me. Yeah, man, there's a lot going on around this dude right now. They're trying to get this dude out of Dubai right now. Yeah, they want to get this guy out of Dubai right now, man. He's attached to a lawsuit. Definitely not a good look. And we talking about boxing too. This ain't nothing. This is turning into something a lot more serious. So I wonder if this is a conflict of interest because if all this is going on, you know, it definitely affects something. Yeah, this definitely affects something, man. Let me go back and look at this again. Said he joined them in 2018. This was like before the Wilder fight with Tyson Fury. Um, due to lack of funds required to cover the fight, DeBuff organized King to move forward with Canahan, but was said that ESPN could not find out that Canahan was involved. And according to DeBuff, the Irish press had reported that Canahan was the head of a drug cartel, and if DeBuff was linked to Canahan, ESPN might be forced to terminate their deal. Dang, so that's why ESPN terminated their deal. That's one of the reasons right there. So what they saying, the real reason that ESPN might have canceled their deal might have been because of this Daniel Canahan situation with Todd DeBuff. This guy William King who's a boxing manager, had joined Top Rank 2018, played a key role in signing high-profile fighters such as Tyson Fury. And Bob Arum had assured King that his efforts to secure major fighters for the company exclusive deal with ESPN would be rewarded with 10% of the earnings from each fighter who he helped sign. However, DeBuff eventually ceased payments, which also encouraged ESPN's recent decision not to renew its broadcasting partnership with Top Rank. A key revelation in the lawsuit involves the financing of the Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder fight. The lawsuit alleges that due to lack of funds required to cover the fight, DeBuff had to secretly rely on financial assistance from Canahan, an alleged organized crime boss rumored to be linked to Fury. The filings claims that DeBuff authorized King to collaborate with Canahan, but instructed him to ensure ESPN remained unaware of the arrangement. The lawsuit notes that Canahan had been publicly identified by Irish media as the leader of a drug cartel, which could put Top Rank's standing with ESPN at stake had the connection been exposed. So they're saying that DeBuff authorized King to move forward with Canahan, but he admonished King that ESPN could not find out that Canahan was involved. According to DeBuff, I already read that part, and it said if ESPN might terminate the deal, then dang, that's crazy. So that's one of the reasons. King asserts that DeBuff never disputed his unpaid earnings, but chose to withhold payments to conserve Top Rank's financial resources following ESPN's decision to part ways. Neither DeBuff, Top Rank, nor King have publicly commented on the lawsuit. This case marks another challenge for Top Rank, which previously was sued by Terrence Crawford. It's a crazy situation, man. This is crazy. He said he needed some big fights to please ESPN. Reaching out to the Canahan and everything else. Said Canahan. So it's being alleged, all of it is allegedly, that Canahan brokered the fight for Wilder versus Fury, the second one. Okay. Well, this ain't good for a few reasons. Oh man. Yeah, this is crazy. This is like one of those Hunter Biden situations. Man, this is not gonna end well. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This is not going to end well. Man. Yeah, I know they overlook a lot of stuff. So they might not talk about it, but man, this is crazy. And a lot of people were saying around that fight, that whole situation was weird leading up to that fight. A lot of stuff behind the scenes. And people want to, that's what I'm saying, man. These fans, when they sit up here and say certain stuff, they have no clue what they're talking about half the time. No clue. Yeah, there's no way that those fights should even be talked about, man. And that's crazy when you really think about it. It really is. For these fights to be this way, with all that stuff that happened in the background, nah, that's crazy. So Top Rank really getting sued right now. And to be honest with you, and I'm not really surprised because all the stuff that was going on, man, like I said, dude Fury was, you're doing a lot when you actually cover for the guy with the way he came in. Like in the end, man, they covered a lot for the guy. And when it's all said and done, I don't think it's gonna be worth it. Yeah, I honestly don't think it's gonna be worth it, man. Yeah, this is wild. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more things going on. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. Because to clean up boxing, you gotta fix a lot of things that's broken. And there's a lot of things that's broken that's not getting looked at right now by most people, but as time go on, they'll start to realize a couple of changes being made. But yeah, top ESPN not having that deal renewed though. I thought it was just like, oh, maybe everybody, and that's the best, go over there. But if you really think about it, ESPN ain't had that many dates recently. They kind of slowed down on that. They like, and I've been noticing Top Rank been having fighters go other places to fight. That ain't something you would have heard about 2 or 3 years ago. Man, that's crazy. But yeah, what? Shoot, all they can do right now is fight this case. You know, you leaving ESPN anyway, so I mean, is this why they leaving ESPN? From the outside looking in, it definitely looks like this is a huge reason why they leaving. It's even mentioned that in the article. That was a big reason why they was thinking about leaving. I can't say why publicly because it ain't really my case, so I can't really talk about none of that stuff. Yeah, I definitely can't mention that. But you can definitely get an idea why. That's why I was wondering when Fury said, "Man, I feel like hanging those before I say those because it's a couple of reasons why this dude is he's being watched carefully right now. I mean, he is being watched right now, and they're not joking out here either. People will find out sooner or later, but boxing's starting to clean itself up. They're not joking right now. It's not like it was a couple of years ago. It's almost like they was letting people do whatever they wanted to see how far some boxers would actually go. And I think a lot of people just went a little too far on certain situations. And it's gonna definitely come back to get them. Yeah, it's definitely gonna come back to get them in a lot of ways. Dude was out here getting fight set up by a crime boss. Yeah, that's not a good look. Somebody gonna have to answer for that one. Yeah, that's wild, man. That's a shocker. Yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk about that real quick. That's all I really wanted to talk about. Like, man, before the weekend starts, let me go ahead and just get this out here now because it's been a couple of things I've seen, not just this. This ain't really nothing when you compare it to the other stuff I've seen. That's the stuff that's gonna be a lot more scary for a lot of people. But they'll see eventually though. Eventually they'll see. Yeah, that's crazy. Man, that's crazy. ESPN leaving too, and all this stuff going on. Then the contract end this year. Yeah, so I was thinking in my mind, the ESPN contract gonna most likely end like in the summer, like around June, end of June. July would be a stretch, but I'm thinking like end of June. If I had to guess. But man, they got this dude working with them. Bad luck. They'll find out soon. Well, they had him working with him unknowingly, which is gonna cause a lot of problems. Unknowingly having that guy around is gonna cause some problems. Yeah, that's gonna cause a lot of problems.